Welcome to Rehan School Notes. This interview project is a listening tour across Rehan School. I'm speaking with students and facilitators to understand learning quality, engagement, and support needs. My name is Yana, and my guest today is Rameen Edu HumblenessWali, right? Welcome,
Yeah,
Rameen. Nice to meet you here.
thank you for having me. Really nice to meet you too.
I have one interesting question in the beginning of this interview for you, and I'm very curious about the answer. If you were given $1,000, what would you do with that?
I don't really know. I wanna. That's really a nice question, but I think I'd give some to charity, and then with some I might wanna go on a vacation by myself or with my family. That would be so much fun.
Vacation where? Would you go abroad?
Yeah, if I could, I would go abroad. Otherwise, even here is fine on a vacation, like in a hotel, maybe.
And where it is here for you?
Here, I've never really went to a hotel here, so I'm not sure here. But I think like a one which has a swimming pool.
What country is it? Hi, Ramin.
I live in UAE, United Arab Emirates.
Oh, so it's very hot there. So swimming
Yeah,
pool
but
makes sense.
yeah, but right now it's kind of cold than usual. Usually it's really hot, but these days it's cold.
Yeah. Okay, so when you joined Rehan School, when it was and why you joined, who recommended Rehan School?
Well, I joined. It's maybe been like an year or so. I joined in the start of 2020 five. Yeah, and so my father was the one who recommended this school to me. He was scrolling on Facebook and he found out about the school, so he told me and my sister that we should join it. At first we were really unwilling and we're like, we don't want to join, we're already going to school. But he was like, it's at least give it a try, so we gave it a try and we're here.
And do you regret joining?
Not really. At first, I really did. I'd say at first I was kind of like sad. Why did I have to join this? But as I'm going in this journey, I don't really feel sad and don't really. Though
And
I do wish they give vacation to us.
you you learn a lot, right, in a year,
Yeah,
doing these projects and interviews. I guess you are not shy anymore doing interviews, meet people.
I tell you, I am still shy, especially when the person is not from class and is some person not from different person I've never met. I'm just be so scared and be like, I don't want to do this, but then we have to do the interview, so I managed to do it somehow. And
Hmm.
talking with people, I really find it hard to talk with people. Maybe like when we go meet relatives, I'll just be like hi and then awkwardly just stand there because I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm also that person that don't usually go to people, don't usually ask questions, only if I need to, right? But yeah, I'm a big introvert in this. So I'm glad I have a guest who can speak a lot and take my questions and give wonderful answers like you. So let's go like more detailed. I would like to speak in more detail about the projects in Rehan School. Um, what do you do? What's the curriculum? What you have to do? What you like the most from the projects, from the task you have to do?
Well, there we do Canva posts in which before we were provided these codes, we had to make Canva posts for them and then post it on the social media with an appropriate description and hashtags. And then there was story post, which was an interesting task. We had to generate this story from ChatGPT or any other AI platform, give our idea first for the story, and then it will generate the story. And then we had to make an image or related to the story, and then post the story with the image. And that was my favorite task because I enjoyed reading those stories. And then there were sesame sessions, or more like colony sessions. Like right now there's Sarabaji. Before there was colony, and then we changed to sesame, and now Sarabaji, in which you talk with the AI robot and some questions about a topic. We had to try to decide the topic for this one ourselves. At first, there were simple topics, and then I started using some interesting topics. For that, we had to talk for like minimum 15 minutes to 25 minutes, and then we can go more, but I usually kept it till like 27 minutes. And then we had the interviews, given and taken. Taken is like you take the interview, you're the host, and then given is you're the guest, which is also from 20 minimum 25 minutes, I think. And then there's coding task where in which you do coding with AI. The first book, it was really easy to do, but the second book I found it hard, and the third book I'm still stuck on it, and I don't know what is in the fourth book.
When you get stuck, where you go first? Do you Google search or ChatGPT or Facilitator, or you go to classmates to ask for answers, for help?
For for the coding book, I go to the facilitator and ask, or my classmates, or even at first, before that, I used to try ChatGPT. If it doesn't work, then I would go to my facilitator, to my classmates and my host, and tell them that I can't do this error even with ChatGPT, so they would help me in it. And then, yeah.
I noticed that you kids don't go to Google search at all. How is that? Why?
No, I do go to Google search. I search a lot of things, like I'd search some random words and increase my vocabulary, or even ask some questions on Google search. Even Google has that AI feature. When you type something, it gives that AI summary of that.
Mhm.
I do use.
Or maybe YouTube videos, some instructional videos on YouTube. But I guess ChatGPT or AI tool would be like more fast. It would give you links as well to the videos to watch if you need it for task, right?
Yeah, true.
Which AI tool is the mm, best for you, or you use it the most?
I use mostly Copilot and ChatGPT. ChatGPT for making these descriptions for my interviews and stories, and also, and then Copilot for my studies.
Mm-hmm. Copilot for the studies,
Yeah.
for the studies at the physical school.
Yes, like sometimes I have to make these summaries of the chapters. Then I ask Copilot to make them so I can revise it before the exam. I give it the topic and some of my notes, and then it generates me the summary. So it's
Yeah,
easier.
what a wonderful trick for the students before test, right? And
Yeah.
what about your physical school? What you study? What subjects?
I'm taking in my optional subjects. I'm taking physics, computer science, and chemistry, and the other are the necessary subjects. Right now, we're doing these subject selections, so we're gonna decide which subject are we gonna take for the coming exams, which I'm kind of scared for because I've never given exams like in which you have to go to this place that's not school and give the exam there.
Mhm. Don't you miss grade system grading in at Rehan School?
There was grading here. I didn't even know about that.
If you don't miss at Rehan School, the grades
What?
1 to 5 grades, evaluating how are you evaluated in physical school? Do you get grades 1 to 5, or I don't know, 1 to 10?
Yeah, yeah,
Don't you
we
miss it
get
at
grade.
Rehan School?
I do miss it because sometimes this is so confusing. I'm like, so is 1.5 more than is more higher than level 1, or is it lower? Why is it there a foundation level? And sometimes it's kind of confusing.
How do you know that you are a good student then?
Exactly. And
So you miss it kind of.
yes, I do miss it.
Oh wow. um, Tell me something about screen time and how you balance your screen time.
For my screen time, I usually doom scroll or then sometimes watch a movie. I know doom scrolling is a bad habit, but it got me there. I'm caught in it, and I I'm trying to work on improving and stop this bad habit, but I'm still not completely done with it, and I still do doom scroll. I'm trying
Mhm.
to stop that. Yeah.
But for that, you probably use social media like Instagram or TikTok, not Facebook for scrolling, right?
Yeah, not Facebook. Not even Instagram. I use like YouTube more. Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube. And what do you do for the that balance? So you don't get stuck on screen. You do some sport or go outside, walk, or sing, playing guitar?
Yeah. Sometimes I go on a walk, and then the other times I draw and I
Oh,
skate. Yeah.
you skate? Like what kind of skating?
The wheel
The
one.
the wheel one.
Yeah.
Do you have like some place in your city to do that, to exercise?
Yes, there is a place there. There's like the skating place, but I've only went there once, and once I went there, I forgot I did not wear my gears, and then I got my arm hurt, and I had to wear the that thing. Then I just do it in my yard mostly.
I bought this skate also, and I fell twice. And since then, I was scared to continue, so I didn't continue this sport at all. I'm
Oh,
I really probably I'm happy on the ground with my feet on, so I just go for a walk. I trust my feet more than the skates.
yeah, you can get injured in that skating if, especially if you're not wearing the gear.
Mm, yeah, I didn't have any. Um, if you Ramin, use ChatGPT or these AI tools, mm, do you trust them when they give you answer? Do you verify the information?
Yeah, sometimes I do, especially when it's for my homework and stuff. Then I have to verify it because it can sometimes be wrong information.
Hmm.
And then some random thoughts it would give me, I would always make sure to check it with Google as well, or some research to see if the fact is actually true.
Hmm. How do you feel about prompting the AI? Like, do you notice that you got better in it? Like, prompting and asking questions is it's quite difficult, even in communicating with GPT. Mm, do you know like how to make a question, how to ask GPT so you get the proper answer?
Yeah, at first I was just like, hey, please answer this question. And sometimes it would make mistakes in it, and or it won't give it the way I want. But now I do think I improved and tell it to give me like first the answer in in 3 points, and then the bullets, and then some summary and like that. Yeah, I'd say I've my prompting skills have also grown better.
Hmm. It's a whole science sometimes, right?
Yeah.
There are tricks to learn. And when for
Mm.
you do you think it's when using AI tools, when do you think it's cheating, and when do you think it's just using tools?
Well, I'd say for my homework, or the research type homework, I think that kind of is cheating because you're
Is it?
just not doing. I
It's just
I think so,
looking
cause
for
we
information,
just.
no?
Yeah, yeah. But see, usually for the research, you have to check from multiple platforms, right? And I'm just asking ChatGPT, and it's doing it for me. So sometimes I do feel like that. But for my other homeworks, no, I don't feel like that.
Yeah, the border between cheating and like proper using of tools available, that border, that boundary is somehow moved, I guess.
Yeah,
And I mean, for school, don't you think that probably working in teams more would be more beneficial than just
yeah,
competing alone?
yeah. I do think that that's why I like group projects, and whenever I get one, we are all really like we. It's always fun. We do these Zoom meetings and then talk with each other, and we give each other these roles to do. That one has to make a presentation, the other is doing the research, and one is making the script, and it's fun.
Yeah, in group, in teamwork, you also need to know like the weaknesses and the strengths of your team members, right? So you can actually manage to split the work on it,
Yeah,
and use the teamwork to the higher level.
true.
Who is the most favorite person at Rehan School for you?
At Rehan School, I'd say Sir Rahmat because he's my facilitator and he's a fun person.
Hmm. So you would give credit to him for good facilitating the class.
Yeah,
And if I ask about the future, Ramin, how you imagine yourself in future, like in 10, 20 years, what profession you would go for?
I I'm still deciding on that, but I want to go in some tech company or medical. Still deciding on that, but those are my two choices.
Medical. Do you think you would use you would probably use also AI, right, in medical profession?
Maybe, yeah, and also, but I was also wondering for the medical, you have to cut the frogs, right? In the thing. So I was like, do I want to do medical or not? Because cutting frogs, I'm scared of cockroaches, and I'll probably be scared of the frogs too. So
Wow. And the frogs are how you kill them?
I have no idea. My mother said she also did the medic. She
Medical
also had to
testing.
cut the frogs and the
Mhm.
cockroaches. Huh.
Oh wow! I never had to do. I never heard about that from my classmates who were studying medicine, that they had to actually do this. Um, wow. Mhm. It's interesting. I have to find out what tests are, for example, in Slovakia in medicine. So let's go back. Success. What is success for you? What it means? How it looks
Success,
like?
I think success looks like happiness of achieving the thing you wanted to, and success is like something you wanted to achieve from a time, and you work on it, and then you achieve it, and when you achieve it, that's the success. And I think it would look like happiness because once a person reaches the point and whether like successful in their maybe experiment, they would feel happy about it. So yeah,
If you fail to achieve that goal of yours or any, what would you do?
then I'd probably be a bit disheartened because I worked on it, but we know that not everything goes smoothly, and there's always some downs and ups, and also that failure is a part of success. Without failure, there can't be success. So I'll just try again.
Meditation is part
Yeah.
of the journey. You would meditate at the class every day. How you feel about it? Is it
I
something you knew before, or it's something new you learned?
Meditation, I did know about it, but I've really never tried it before coming to Rehan School. And after coming here, I do like meditation, but sometimes I'd say it just makes me sleepy instead of making me
Refreshed.
energized. I just be
Uh-huh.
like, oh my god, this is making me sleepy.
Yeah, we hear about meditation a lot. Very, it's so admired, and like people encourage other people to do meditation, and yeah, we usually don't know what to imagine and how we should feel, right?
Yeah.
While doing meditation, what is the right thing to do the meditation, and if we do it right. So it's interesting topic for me. Yeah. Also, I
Mhm.
learned to
Yeah.
meditate. It's yeah.
I think we should like think about the things that happened the day in that day, the things we did or we want to do, and like especially the ones that make you happy. Think about the things that happened in the day that made you happy, and that's when you're doing the meditation, and it'll make you feel more happier after the meditation.
Oh, to make you sleep. Sleep is also good for health, right?
Yeah.
I have one past item from previous guest for you, Ramin. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
Well, choose teleportation because I like to travel a lot, and like you, I think it's good for long distance trips.
You would save so much time.
Yeah,
And when you would teleport first, what country, what place?
I'd want to teleport back to Pakistan to meet everyone there. I recently met them, but I want to meet them again.
The family you would teleport to. What you miss
Yeah,
about Pakistan, except family, some food
I do
probably?
miss. I miss I miss mostly the family because here there's no relatives of me, and so nobody really comes in our house as a guest.
Mm.
Rarely someone would come like my father's office friends or my mother's friends, but not like the family. So, and also I miss the cold there because like I heard that's getting more cold there and I want to go there because it's cold now.
You would like to enjoy Pakistan winter.
Yeah.
Would you like to add something we didn't talk about and you would like to share?
There is nothing really. I can't think of one thing, but I just remember this one quote. It says like one day one or one day you decide like so are you gonna so it's like basically like maybe one day I will do this or this is the day I start doing this, so it's your choice.
Mm. Thank you for this advice of yours. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Ramin, for bringing your real story into the conversation. And we are grateful to everyone who listened. And we will keep building this space where students and facilitators can be heard. Have a wonderful evening. It was nice to have you here. Thank you, Ramin.
Thank you, welcome, ma'am, and I really enjoyed this interview. Thank you for having me as your guest.
I'm glad.